Woza. This is Fans Beat by Soccer Beat. My name is Umjaka. I am here back with another fan. Interestingly, he wants to talk about the Carling Knockout Final as if his team was there. But his team was not there. But he was there to enjoy himself in Bloemfontein. Tshemedi, a big Costi fan, huge on the internet as well, and a massive supporter of Soccer Beat. Tshemedi, it's good to have you. You look like you had a ball there, even though it wasn't Kaizer Chiefs playing.
Yeah, greetings, Jack, and greetings to Defense Star Soccer Beat. Yeah, finally I'm here, man. Finally I'm here. I love the platform. I don't want to lie. I love the platform. I love what you guys are doing, and it's tops.
Sure.
It's tops. Yeah, but uh, talking about the culling, it was a crazy weekend in Bloemfontein. For me
Sure.
specifically because I was doing shoots and everything, and I think also because it was my first final that I've ever attended. So it was a little bit special, and with what happened on the day, um it was something magical because you don't usually get the David versus Goliath kind of
Malaya.
clashes where, yeah, and then more especially when you look at the team that everyone was expecting to win. I mean, by everyone, I'm talking about myself included. I know I didn't want them to win, but but based on form, man, based on form. I mean, Sundowns really pushed in this year's Carling Knockout Cup. I mean, you look at the number of goals that they scored. You look at the number of clean
Yeah.
sheets that they kept. I mean, they only
Sure.
conceded I mean, Kaka final.
In the
You get
final.
me? Yeah. So it was. I think they if someone had to ask me who deserved to lift it, apart from what happened on the day, I mean, everyone would say Sundowns because I think they had a good run. Costa, I think without Chip as Costa would be a player of the tournament, I think, for me, because you look at the results prior to the final. They won 5-0, they beat us 4-0, and
Sure.
then they won two
Hey.
zero in Bloemfontein, and then they had to come back to Bloemfontein. I think they knew the conditions a little bit better. But the
Yeah.
credit, I think, should go to Clinton Larsen for pulling one out of the head, man, because I mean, you
Hey, man.
considering against a big team, an experienced team in Sundowns, because you look at
Yep.
the starting 11 as Sundowns on the day, experience. We're talking Bafana players. I mean,
Hey.
majority of the players there, they're the ones who went and got that bronze medal at AFCON. So the experience was there. And you look at Magesi's side, yes, the experience was there, but this is a side that was playing Motsepe Championship football 6 months
Yeah.
back,
It's that kind of
Montreal. So
experience. Yeah.
yeah, you want them to win, but you kind of struggle in terms of how are they going to do this. But I think,
I'm gonna
like I
do it.
said, yeah, I know. But the credit goes to Coach Clinton Larsen, the experience that he had in Edmore and Chipezes and Abomekwa, combining with
Yeah.
Abo Wonder Boy, Abo Kakora.
Yes.
I think they really worked for it, and they really deserve it. And
Yeah.
I just want to send shout out to them because what they've been doing ever since they got promoted to the top flight, it's been something that has been magic, man. You look at how they played against Pirates. First game, everyone was like, no, Pirates will just
Woo.
navigate through easily. But they gave them the best.
Yeah.
I think that was the best 45 minutes that I've ever seen. Scoring 3 goals against the side, Etswana Pirates, who had recently lifted an MTN 8. The spirits were still high, and,
Yeah.
and, and you are able to knock them out easily like that. And they went on to beat a team like TS Galaxy, who were the finalists last year. It's at
Yep.
it's the very same competition. So their route was not
Yeah.
easy, and that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
deserve this because if you beat the recent cup specialist in Pirates, and you beat last year's finalist in TS Galaxy, I know they have their problems, but TS Galaxy, when it comes to structure,
It's
they've
TS
always been
Galaxy.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they've also went on and played a team like Richards Bay. We know defensively they are very solid, and they
Woo.
just scored a
They're
sole
just
goal.
like them.
And
They're
just
just like
yeah,
them.
just like that. So you then look at how they've been winning games. I mean, they've been winning with a single goal margin almost all the games that they won this, and they
Yeah.
also pulled that out of Saturday. They had to come from 1-0 down to scoring 2 goals in 90 minutes
Which,
and
which
winning it
which never
because
happened in this tournament for them. They always scored
yeah.
first.
They always goes first. Now the final had to test their character because I didn't think
Yeah,
personal. I didn't think they had it in them. I knew that they had a goal,
yeah.
Nyana, but I just didn't think they had it in them that they would go all the way to leave the cup coming from behind. So kudos to them. I don't want to lie. They really shocked a lot of people. And also
A
kudos
lot of
to,
people.
to, to people of Bloemfontein and every fan that traveled to make that final what it was. I think it was magical.
Man, thank you for sending us the pictures. We'll make sure we also share those pictures that you were sharing, all the footage that you were posting at the time. Let's go to an ad break, pay some bills, and come back. I want to talk about your team now. It's
Eish.
enough talking about other people's teams and analyzing other people's teams. I want to hear
Yeah.
about your team now. Let's go to an ad break.
Itaola. All right, here we go.
Ko betweng ba tshepela hore o tshwantse o betjhe ka tsela e nepahetseng.
Ka nako e nngwe ho tlamehile hore o ikhule hanyane.
Ka nako tse ding
O ska leka go busha tse di latlhegileng.
Nakusasa kuse olunye usuku.
Dlala ngokusemandleni wakho.
Ge o tlhoka thuso go gona.
hopola, bet responsibly.
Woza. This is Fans Beat by Soccer Beat. It's Umjaka here hanging out with the Kosi. Tshemedi, talking about the Carling Knockout Final, which he was at, even though his team was not there. Tshemedi, today a lot happened at your club media day. They opened the door, the gates. We got to see the players, some of those who are coming back from injuries. The coach was speaking. A lot going on there. 2 matches back to back this week,
Eish.
midweek, Wednesday, and the weekend. And you're playing them both in Polokwane as well. Your alternative home. First of all, how do you feel about these alternative homes? I know Kaizer Chiefs original started like this, but a team
Eish.
must have a home ground.
Yeah, eish, hey, I have mixed emotions when it comes to such games when we have to take other teams out of Gauteng. I know I'm based in Free State,
Yeah,
but when you're playing your home game away, I think you also give your opposition an edge, Nyana. I'm one of the
yeah,
people last season who were angry when we took Chipa United, which for me or for everyone knows that it's a coastal team, and then we took them to Moses Mabhida and they beat us. So I was very very angry. So I only have a problem when we take games outside of Gauteng and we take teams that are maybe closer to being familiar with conditions in those particular places. And but I think with regards to the support. We know like Polokwane will the people will be
in
there,
any
the
case,
stadium. I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
yeah,
they will give
yeah,
us what we need in terms of support, in terms of numbers in the stands, in terms of pushing the boys. I mean, we I think if we are to have a good season this season, we'll definitely need to start collecting points at home in
yeah,
front of such
at
numbers
home.
because I think the fan base now is really behind the team. And I think we need to start using the support that we get when we travel to places like Polokwane. And I know the slogan this year is it's always home. So we need to
Yeah.
ensure that it's not just always home, Jay, for marketing, but it definitely has to be in terms of collecting points and winning games as well.
And you start and then you're starting which one of these fixtures is the more difficult one? Which one are you guaranteed you're gonna get the 3 points?
I think it's very difficult for me to pick one because
Yeah,
you look at Richards Bay, we mentioned them earlier that they are very solid at the back. I
yeah,
think, but also the Brakis will have a lot of pressure coming into this game. We know, like we saw visuals the last time when they were knocked out by Magesi. That the chairman
Yep.
wasn't very pleased with the result. So he will come into this game with a lot of pressure, and he will also want to ensure that he makes a statement. It's either for them a draw or a win, because a lose could maybe end up with the
Constant.
coach being sacked. Yeah, so I think it's a difficult one for them. And if you look at the Royal AM game as well, I don't know, man. I just don't
Also there
trust
for
John
the taking.
Maduka,
Also
man.
there for the
Yo,
taking.
I just don't trust John Maduka. I think he has traumatized us enough because you can't face Royal EM and say yes, I know Royal EM Kaizer Chiefs will walk away easily, because in as much as he's been limited in terms of resources, he has also been able to get points here and there, cause upsets here and there. Because I
Yeah.
mean, they've done well for a team that has a transfer ban. For me, I think a lot of us would have
Yes.
expected them to be maybe lying at the bottom of the table, but that
Yep.
is not the case. But
Yep.
I think
Yep.
based on what has happened, I think we are more likely to collect 3 points against Richards Bay, with the fact that the coach is under pressure.
But teams raise their game against you guys. All players don't. It's like a cup final playing against Kaizer Chiefs.
That is the other thing. That is the other thing. And sometimes I sit there alone, and then I'm like, "Eish, it must be difficult being a Chiefs player, because everyone who comes up against you triples his or her, actually his efforts, and when they face you. So it's never easy. It's never easy, because uh these are the games where players make names for themselves. It's similar to the final that we spoke
Yeah.
about earlier. When you know the numbers are there, people will be watching. You know clubs will be watching. You have a good
Yeah.
game against Chiefs. Who knows? Come January, you secure a big move with a big bag, or come end of the season. So such games, I mean, coaches will say you don't need you don't need to motivate players when they play the big game,
Motivate.
the big games or big teams. Yeah. So having said that, these two games that are coming, they won't be easy. I think also psychologically, with to Chiefs defenders and players as well, it might be tricky, because we've been conceding a lot of goals. That's the other thing. We've been
Yeah.
conceding a lot
That's
of
the other
goals.
thing. Yeah.
So that's the other
Yeah.
thing. And with Miguel not being available for this game, you are now forced to bring a given Musimango to try and forge a partnership with a good player also in Rushwin. And also,
Totally.
I'm also trying to come up with a plan in terms of who's gonna play the right back position, because like Solomons is back, and I think
Yep.
he did well. I think he did well when he came on. Question would be now: does Fosler start over Solomon, or does Solomon start on the right back? Because we know, I think
Yeah.
Cross for now is still our number one left back. The coach seems
He's the
comfortable
only
with
one
him, but
available.
yeah, it's the only one available. And I think also this should send a message to Happy as well as Sam. They need to keep pushing
Yeah.
as well, because we don't want a situation where when Cross is not available, and then you start shifting Frosler to go and
Scramble.
play on the left side. So I think every player that is there needs to be ready for when they get called up. Also up front, Ranga, I know he has scored about 2-3 goals for us, but he hasn't been convincing. I don't want to lie in terms of the chances that he has been getting, and we also saw how he played in Gqeberha the other day. So one would feel for him, and I hope that maybe on the day, or if he gets a chance, he can get 1 or 2 goals, so that we can improve our lock position, because now it's starting to
Yeah.
be a problem, because we really want to push for the top four, which I believe it's up for grabs. We can even finish as high as third.
For sure.
Yeah.
I want to come back with predictions. Go to an ad break. Check this out, as fans. This is how you can also be part of the show. Check this out. Watch these instructions. You too can sit across me like Tshemedi is doing right now. Be part of Fans Beat and be a guest on Soccer Beat. Send us a video to our WhatsApp line 063 629 4218. Make sure your video is no longer than 3 minutes in duration. Tell us a little more about you. Tell us about the topic that you want to discuss and why it's important to South African soccer fans. Confirm you've got stable Wi-Fi and access to internet. Be clear and concise. Remember, you've only got
3 minutes.
Woza. As you saw, guys, please, I want to see as many fans join us here on Fans Beat. This is your platform. You choose the topics. You get to speak and let us know what's on your mind, what you want to tell other fans across the country, what you are passionate about. My name is Umjaka. This is Fans Beat. I'm with Tshemedi, wrapping up things now with predictions. Tshemedi, you can't even pick confidently which team which team Chiefs are gonna beat between Richards Bay and Royal AM. I'm gonna force you to make predictions now.
Okay, no, let's start with the Richards Bay one. If you look at the last 5 games, Chiefs have won 3, Richards Bay have won
Yeah,
2, and all the
sure.
games, the last 5 games, the winner has won by a margin of 1 goal. So I think I'll give it to Kaizer Chiefs. It's tight. It's tight. It's very tough. So I think I'll give it to Kaizer Chiefs because they will be playing home because last season corresponding fixture they won at home. Richards Bay won at home as well.
Yeah.
So it's not
Okay.
an easy side for us, but I trust the boys. Even though we have a couple of players who are injured. Like I think I was looking forward to Mshini maybe starting at this particular game. We heard that
13,
he's
yeah.
injured. I just hope that the coach and the technical team will just tweak something to get through Richards Bay. If we score early in this game, we have a high chance of scoring 2 to 3 goals because they will be forced to open up. Like I said, there's pressure on Coach Brendan.
Royal AM. Give me Royal AM. That's a good thing to note about Richards Bay. That if you score first, they're gonna be forced to come at you because they also need to win because of the pressure. Royal AM. Go ahead.
Yes. For Royal AM, like I said, man, this team stresses me.
There's no
But
Nukovic anymore. There's no Nukovic there anymore, man.
but you know that's the thing with them. You never know which Royal AM is gonna pitch. You never know which Royal AM is gonna pitch because they I think they also have an experienced side. I mean, they
Yeah.
Abu Matlaba, they're still there. Like players that most people would write off. When it comes to such
Yeah.
games, they tend to raise their hands. But I think it won't be as easy as someone would judge, saying that maybe Royal AM because they have a transfer ban, they haven't improved their squad. But I think I trust them to give us a lovely encounter, an entertaining game because Coach Maduka believes in players sharing the ball. They play a lovely brand of football. But I see us collecting 3 points here. 2-0 should be the scoreline. I'm putting my head on the block here. I just hope the boys don't
Yo.
disappoint me.
You really did put your head on the block. Good luck to you, man. And any shout outs to the people connected to Amakosi and of course to you.
Yeah, no, I just want to say shout out to the Kosi Nation at large. Thanks a lot for the support. Let's support Soccer Beat as well. Let's grow the platform. They should just pull through as well. We like having such engagements, man. And we like having also platforms that reach out to fans. I mean, you don't have to maybe be at a certain place. I mean, it's just an online thing where you can express yourself, share knowledge. Because I believe, like in my line of duty as a teacher, I'm one person who believes in sharing knowledge. We gain every day, we learn every
Sure.
day. So I just want them to rally behind the team as well. I think this season it's not gonna be an easy season. I know we have a good technical team, but
Yeah.
transitions are normally not easy and as quick as people think.
Yeah.
Let's support the coach. Let's support also this channel and not just Chiefs fans, man. All 16 teams. Cardinal defense. They should just come here. Let's talk. Let's not just talk about Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns only. Let's be on platforms such as this one. Talk about Sikuku. They talk about Magesi. One all. So I think what you guys have started as well. It's nice for the fans. We really appreciate your efforts and may you continue doing this. And you should never feel tired. We are here for you.
And I heard you talk about other coaches who are under pressure. I don't know how long you're giving your coach. When is the pressure gonna go up? Because it's been 3 matches without a win. But we'll get there on another day. I can see nobody wants to put pressure on Nabi at the moment. Everybody's so
Yeah,
happy,
true.
but the results are not going your way. But I'm gonna give it this week and come back and bring you back on here. I wanna see how you feel
Okay.
should things not go your way. Thank you, Tshemedi, for joining us. This is Fans Beat, where we let the fans do the talking.